Hey folks, today I wanted to show you some options, whether you should eat this or that when it comes to a ketogenic lifestyle for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For this video, I really just want to show you how a person might kind of think about what they're eating, the reasons why they might choose one food over another food. So I'm not telling you what to eat, I'm just kind of showing you what your options are and what to think about as you try and lose weight or maintain weight loss. So let's go ahead and get started. So over here, traditional keto breakfast, one of the things that when people hear about keto, they're like, dang, I can eat eggs and bacon for breakfast every day and lose weight or maintain weight. Yes, let's do this diet. And you know, everybody loves bacon mostly, and eggs are good too, especially fried eggs. So if you do follow this traditional keto breakfast of fried eggs and bacon, you're looking at a total of about 368 calories, 1 gram of carbs, and 21 grams of protein. Now, the thing about me when I'm choosing foods is that I don't like to waste carbs or calories on food vessels, aka bread substitutes, or ingredients that don't really change the enjoyment or the flavor profile very much of the food that I'm eating. So for me, I don't often cook in butter or oils. I don't like to waste 100 to 120 calories on butter and oil, you know, just for this little bit amount to change the flavor of my food. I like the flavor of my food as it is. So for me, I'd rather just cut out that 100 calories and incorporate it, you know, in a different food somewhere else, in a different type of food that would bring me more enjoyment. So if you're like me and you'd rather save 100 calories for a different type of food that you would enjoy more, I would suggest trying to microwave your eggs. Now, I have one of these cool nifty little like egg cookers for the microwave. This is the second type that I've used. This is actually for omelets, but I use it for like regular eggs too. I've used the little couplets, and what I like about these is that they're slick enough that the eggs just pop right out, so you don't need to cook in butter. You can also use just like regular Tupperware too. I've done that before in a pinch. And if you're tired of the bacon, I know, is that even possible? Or you're just thinking maybe you're not getting enough protein out of your breakfast, because that's a thing. You don't want to lose muscle mass or have hair and nail issues like I did as I was losing weight because I wasn't getting enough protein. You might consider trying one of my favorite breakfasts, which is 2 eggs, no butter used to cook them, 56 grams of smoked salmon, and 1 ounce or 28 grams of cream cheese. And y'all, I love smoked salmon. It's one of my favorite things ever. Everything's my favorite thing. I like food, okay? But, you know, if you look at the ingredients, it should just say salmon, salt, oakwood smoke, some sort of smoke. That's it. That's all the ingredients. And so you're actually going to save a few calories with this breakfast. It comes out to about 333 calories. It is slightly higher in carbs a little bit. It's 3 grams of carbs, and you're upping that protein a little bit too to 25.6. So not a major difference, slightly lower in calories, a little bit higher in protein and carbs. But if you're tired of bacon and eggs and you want to change it up, why not give it a try? Now let's talk about lunch. Okay, so I'm always kind of flip-flopping between intermittent fasting and not, and sometimes I just have a really small lunch. So I actually have had this for lunch. It is 45 grams of natural uncooked pecans. Those come out to 305 calories, y'all, okay? Nuts in general, they're some calorie-dense little suckers, all right? That's why nuts are so dangerous. So think, if you're even just having a snack of nuts, 45 grams is like a serving and a half of nuts. It's not even like a full handful. That is 305 calories, 1.6 grams of net carbs, and 4.8 grams of protein. So pecans are like all fat and fiber, basically. But think, instead of having that little snack as a lunch, you could have 2 entire turkey sausages. So 2 sweet Italian turkey sausages are gonna run you about 300 calories. That is less than the nuts, 45 grams of nuts. It's like, I don't even know how that happens. Well, I'll tell you why it happens. That's because turkey sausages are 300 calories, 2 grams of carbs, and 32 grams of protein. These are a protein bomb. That's where those calories are coming from. And the pecans are all fat and fiber. So, you know, you got to make your choices. I would definitely prefer, if I'm doing like real lunches, you know, and during the day, I'm definitely going to choose the turkey sausages with like a side of just yellow mustard. But if I'm in a rush or I didn't make it to the grocery store, it's always nice to have something like pecans ready to go so I can just throw them in a baggie. And I am gonna get some energy from them because even though it's a very small serving, they are very calorie dense and energy dense. So, you know, you choose what you want, however you're feeling. You want a bigger lunch, go for the sausages. In a rush, have some pecans on hand, you know, just sitting around in your cupboard. Although those sausages are super easy to prep in the morning. Literally, I wake up, I put my coffee on, I put my sausages in a foil pan and throw it in the broiler, go take a shower, come out, turn it off, let it sit, pack it up. It's like super easy. That's who I am deep down inside. I like things that are super duper easy. So our last meal of the day is going to be dinner, of course. Let's look at two options that are pretty popular on keto. And again, I'm not saying any of these are better, but you just need to decide for yourself which one might work out better for your needs. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, I love a good salad, y'all. I love Greek salad. I love ranch dressing. I like blue cheese dressing. I love cheese and onions on my salad. I love it all, okay? But just keep in mind that if you have a very loaded salad, like a Cobb salad, or one of my faves, a Texas Roadhouse salad, those are gonna be pretty high calorie. And you think, oh, it's just a big bowl of lettuce with some toppings, but no, those things run pretty high, not only in calories, but also they can be higher in carbs. So let's take a look. A Cobb salad that only uses 2 tablespoons of dressing. My favorite's ranch, so I used ranch in my calculations, all right? 2 eggs, half an avocado, 30 grams of bacon, 50 grams of tomato, 28 grams of cheese or a serving, 4 ounces of chicken, which is pretty light on meat. I'm all about hitting that protein goal, but oftentimes when you go out and get a salad somewhere, you're not getting a whole lot of meat on that salad. I'm just gonna say it. I wish we need to normalize putting more meat on salads, okay? Especially when you go out. And 100 grams of lettuce, that might be a little high, but I like big salads because usually I'm intermittent fasting, but it may be less. It could be anywhere from 50 to 75 to 100, so it just depends. But if it's iceberg, it doesn't really add much anyway. Okay, so let's take a look for the calories, carbs, and protein for this Cobb salad. You're looking at about 868 calories, 10.8 grams of net carbs, and 58.3 grams of protein. It's not too bad on the protein. Again, I would always like to add more meat, but if you're going out, it just kind of depends on what you get. But that's a pretty big calorie bomb, especially, if you're a 5'2" woman and your calorie deficit to get to your goal is 12 to 1300 calories. I mean, that's it. And you're basically spending all of your calories for that meal. So let's look at another option that may be better based on, who you are and what your needs are. Let's look at a classic steak dinner. So if you have 8 ounces of sirloin steak that is grilled with no butter. Again, when I'm making meats at home, I don't often add butters or oils. That's just me. And 100 grams of broccoli as a side. That's probably 2 servings in a restaurant. You're looking at 588 calories, 4.9 grams of net carbs, and 64 grams of protein. So you're already hitting more protein with many less calories. Now, if you did add in that 14 grams of butter, serving of butter to cook your meat in, you're looking at 688 calories. Still a lot less, 200 calories less, in fact, than that salad. So those are just some options. I'm a meat and vegetables type of girl. I do like to snack sometimes around my meal, especially if I'm intermittent fasting. So I will incorporate, things like cheeses or nuts. It just depends. But I like to keep it simple. So like Cobb salad with all these ingredients, that's a lot of prep. That's a lot of money on these things. That's just not for me. So I am a sirloin and, broccoli type of girl. I'm loving Brussels sprouts, but everywhere I go, put some sort of sweet drizzle on their Brussels sprouts, which is not keto friendly. Come on, world, get with it. Just some options for you guys. It's always just something that you have to think through when it comes to losing weight and choosing the best meals that'll fit your lifestyle and your budget and your needs. Just know that there is no one right way to approach keto, and you really do have to take charge and analyze what the best approach would be for you. Well, folks, that's about it for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. That would help me out so much. This was the first week back with students and it actually went pretty well. I'm kind of excited. This was probably the easiest start to school I've ever had. And I'm kind of surprised because of all the COVID stuff and the pandemic. So things are going pretty well. Hope they keep going well. So now that school's back, that means that my uploading schedule might get a little bit more erratic. It just depends on when I can film and edit, especially now that it's the beginning of the school year. I really want to focus on school, focus on things that I need to get done for my students. But it's looking like for now I'm going to try and upload on Sundays, but it's always about once a week. I'm not going to spam your feed with multiple videos throughout the week because I ain't got time for that. I'm a teacher. Okay. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Allie. Have a good one. Bye.